Okay, number 31. This is a classic mixture question. And here's the story. We need to make 70 milliliters of a 40% solution, but then we only have 32% and 60% solutions available. And we would like to know how many milliliters of each type should we use in order to get 70 milliliters of the 40% solution. Okay? And let's illustrate the situation with a picture. Draw like a cup or like a bottle or whatever you would like. Okay? And then label this with 32% because this is the first type that we have. Okay? And then the second one is we have the 60% solution. And once again, put a percentage on the picture. Okay, just like imagine if you go out and buy like wine, they tell you like, the red wine is like 15%, 12%, they have the percentage on the label. Do that just like this. Okay? And then what are we going to do with these two? We are going to mix them together and then produce the final mixture. We want is 40%. Let me put the 40%, the concentrations on the picture like this. Okay, is there anything else that we know? This is just a situation. Mix these two solutions together and produce that. Well, let's take a look at this. It says that we want to produce a total of 70 milliliters. So I will put the volume, how much we want in terms of the amount. Okay, 70 milliliters. Let me put the NL right here. Okay, this is the final mixture that we want. And the question is asking us, how many milliliters of each type should we use? Well, we don't know. And there we have it. I will just put on X milliliter, and then I will say Y milliliter. Okay, X milliliters for the 32%, and then Y milliliters for the 60%. One thing I do know by looking at this picture is that X plus Y has to be 70. The volume has to be maintained the same. If you have 20 milliliters here plus 50 milliliters here, that will get you 70. But then do not add the percentage. Do not add the percentages. Okay? You can add the volumes, but do not add the percentages. This is one equation with two unknown, X and Y. We need to come up with a second equation in order to solve it. This is how we do it. We're going to use the concentration, the percent right here. First of all, change this to a decimal. 32% is like 0.32. 60%, change that to a decimal, it's 0.6 or 0.60, doesn't matter. Likewise, 40%, it's 0.40, doesn't matter. What we want to do is, we have to take the concentration times the volume in order to balance the amount of the actual substance that we have. So I will take 0.32, and then I will multiply with X right here. Okay, this will give you the concentration times the volume. That's the amount of substance that you have. And I will do that for the second part as well. For this one right here, I will just take 0.6 times Y. Okay, that's how you are going to do it. And then we are also going to do it for the final one as well. 0.4 times 70. So let me write this down. 0.4 multiply with 70. So you see, this is consistent. I take the concentration times the volume. I get this. I take the concentration times the volume. Concentration times the volume. And then what I do know is, if I add these two together, I must get that. And there we have it. Two equations with two unknown. This is how we set this up.